Welcome to Living Chassidus. Together, let's live the Chassidus we learn.
Morning, everybody. Welcome to Chassidus in the morning. 15 minutes to change our lives. Kuntres Maamar Tes Vav, which means we're over halfway. And today we're going to finish this ice, and that's the end of this Maamar. And then we're going to go to the next Maamar. Mitzvah Hashem starting tomorrow. Before we start, give some tzedakah. Put Gedol tzedakah shemakaras agula. Say some tzedakah. Shemashach closer, and we're continuing to daven for all the Yidden and all the unfortunate hostages in Eretz Yisroel. They should come back safely, and all the soldiers securely with the annihilation of the people that want to destroy us. And Mitzvah Hashem, real peace from strength, not peace from weakness. And we're going to focus on Sigal Bat Ani. The Mitzvah Hashem Sigal Bat Ani should be healthy and safe and only good. So, we're going to finish this discussion about the difference between the person that's simple, ignorant, didn't have the chance to learn, versus the learned person. And really, in very typical Hasidic fashion, we're beating down on the learned person. Meaning in general, especially back in the day, people looked at a person that was learned as like a chashva, a special person, whereas a simpleton was a simpleton. It's like, you're nebach, you're nobody. And really the learned person is great. And the Rebbe Rashab has flipped it on his head and really showed us that the simpleton has great mileage, has great, an ignorant person has a lot of specialness to them. And he really uplifted that type of person, whereas the learned person, he's put down. And he's saying, well, what are you holding yourself so great for? You have a lot to work on. V'chulu. And that's what we're continuing talking about. So we're continuing getting into the Talmid Chacham and uplifting the ignorant. Yeah. Page 237 in the green version. And behold, Gamim loy higia l'madrega shvela kazun. Even if the learned person, the Ben Torah, didn't fall to the level of literally having their being boastful, having that like yeshus, but they only give themselves credit for all what they've achieved. This is very bad as well. Not as bad as being egotistical, but it's still bad, and it's worse than the simple person that doesn't know anything. It's sort of like the highest level is the simple person that doesn't know anything. Lower than that is the person that gives themselves credit for all their good they do, and lower than that is the person that has an ego involved as well. So we're saying that the top two levels, the person that doesn't, that simpleton, and the person that gives themselves credit, those two, the one that doesn't give themselves any credit is higher. Shem milvad zeis da'ish apashat. So the simple person, the fact, and this is sort of, I think a lot of us fall into this category, that we daven and we say Tehillim, and we do it with all our strength. This is as good as we can do. But being we don't understand what we're saying, what else can we do? We can't get excited. We can't like, I love saying Tehillim. I haven't heard many people say I love saying Tehillim that don't understand Tehillim. I love it, and it's the most exciting thing. It feels so good. Shalom Savarachim, spend the 3-4 hours just going over these words. I don't know what I'm saying. It's the most fun. Besides the fact that we do it, we also do it with the Kabbalah itself, because we're doing it because we're meant to do it, not because we enjoy it. So the Avodah of Kabbalah is a very high level. It's very high. And the simple reason is because it's difficult. Kabbalah Kabbalah doesn't mean I hate doing it, I do it, but it means I recognize Hashem wants me to do it, and I appreciate Hashem, and I'm going to do it. This is what Hashem wants from me. But you don't have any real tainug. It's all like if you ask someone to do something, the Kabbalah say Tehillim, or whatever, read a book that you like, whatever. So go on a walk or go on a vacation. There's no question you're always going to want to go on the vacation. But the fact that you do the Tehillim, and let's say you're very good at it, you do it every day, you do Shana Savarachim and all these things, why are you doing it? You're doing it because this is what's meant to be done, because this is what Hashem wants from you. That's a very high level. And the beauty of it is we don't even realize, we don't even feel it, because it's like, yeah, but it's like, well, I don't understand how this is high. Like, I don't like this and I'm still doing it. Okay, it's good, so I'm doing it, but I don't like it. But that's exactly what makes it special. That we're doing it because this is the right thing to do. You know, it's like, and this is, we're going to talk about this a little more. It's like a spouse that says, I love you. Why? Because of something. I love you because your food is so good. So there's always a feeling of like, do you like me or you like my cooking? You know, it's like the joke, I love salmon. You don't love salmon, you love what salmon does for you. If you loved salmon, you wouldn't kill it and eat it. You know, so it's the same thing here. When you have Kabbalah Zol, you're saying, I love you because of you, not because I gain anything from it. I don't gain by saying Tehillim. It doesn't make me feel better. You know, and even though someone told me, I think it was this week, Shasma, that we were saying, like, we say Tehillim, I don't feel anything from it. It says he's saying Tehillim accomplishes all these things. Say, I don't feel any of this stuff. I don't see any of these accomplishments. That's exactly what makes you so special. And that's exactly, you say, I love you because of who you are, not because of what you do for me. And that's Kabbalah, that's this Kabbalah that we're talking about. And that's very high level. And that's why Kadma Shema L'V'Hayim Shemoya. That's why Shema comes before V'Hayim Shemoya. Because it's B'chdei Shekabel Ol Malchus Shemayim T'chila. Because you take upon yourself the Kabbalah Soul, because this is the foundation of all Avodah. Meaning the relationship between a spouse has to be like predicated on not on what you do for me, but of who you are. Like, we are the other half of our souls, and we're connected, not because of what you do for me. Oh, I love you because you're so beautiful. That's you know, it's totally warped. Because what happens? You stop being beautiful, I stop loving you now. You know, like it says in Pirkei Avos, Ava tolui b'davar, batal adav, batal ava. A love that's dependent on something, you lose that thing, you lose the love. And that's why Kabbalah is the foundation. Why do I do it? And if we have some type of enjoyment of it, it makes it very difficult. But we have to recognize, why do I do these things, or why should I be doing things, and how do I work on myself? Kabbalah says, I do this because this is what I'm meant to be doing. This is what Hashem wants. Not because I like it or I don't like it, because this is what Hashem wants. I should, of course, like it. Nothing wrong with liking it. But the principle, the foundation of it is, this is what Hashem wants from me. Not because of what I feel or what I get. Just like if the foundation of a house, or that's the whole house stands on the foundation. The foundation needs to be strong. And if a foundation between us and Hashem is without the Kabbalah, then it's very weak and very, very, you know, and a foundation of marriage. Same way, if it's without the Kabbalah, without, you are the other half of my soul, and that's why we're married, but it's because you make me feel so good, and I like the way you laugh, you know, whatever chitonius thing, you lose the foundation. You don't have the foundation. Kabbalah is the foundation of all Avodah. And the person that Isha Pashut, that's all they have. They have a good foundation. The house might not look amazing, but they don't understand the Torah mitzvahs very well. But they have a good foundation. Whereas a person that is a Talmid Chacham, that they do things because they enjoy it and it makes sense and it feels good, but they don't have the Kabbalah Zol, the house might look good, but the house is very shaky and it can fall very easily. And that's why we're showing the specialness of the Ish Pasha, the simple person. So therefore, the Talmid Chacham that holds himself, gives themselves credit. It shows that all their avoiders, it's self-serving. They're serving themselves. Why do I do this? Because I enjoy it. It's like all the pleasure we do for ourselves. I like eating ice cream, and this person likes learning. It's the same taiva. It just happens to be in learning. Now, of course, it's better to have a taiva in learning than a taiva in ice cream. But what the Rav Shab is showing that essentially it's self-serving. Like eating, drinking, v'sheina, and sleeping. He transforms all the avodah of davening and learning to being self-serving, to self-love. And besides the fact besides the fact that this stops being avodah, it's not avodah, it's not effort. You affect yourself and you dirty yourself. You soil yourself because you're not serving Hashem. You could be doing all the right things, but you're not doing. Meaning on a technical level, you're davening, you're learning, you're davening by Veda, you're learning for hours, but you're not learning. You're serving yourself. Reminds me of a good story that I'll say soon. V'harvav sha'al beged chashuv harehu garua yesim al gabe beged pashut. And being that you're so learned and you can daven all these things, you have such milas. So therefore, the little stain on a beautiful garment is a lot worse than a stain on a dirty garment. So too in the nimshul. So by a simple person, because they're so ignorant, it could be that what they're doing is wrong, but it's not even considered wrong. But in comparison to a Talmud Chacham that davens with this dveikus, with this sincerity and like cleaving, they're so excited about God. For that person, nechshav la'ava in pelili. This is a very grave sin what they've done, and it's for one person that's simple. It's not a problem at all. For the other person, it's the worst thing. Like it says in Yevamos, Shakadosh Baruch Hu medaktek im svivav. Hashem is medayek. He's very exacting with the surroundings. Kechut sarad, like a hair's breadth. His surroundings are furiously turbulent. That a person that knows better has a higher standard. And what we're showing is very simply is the ish pashut has a very big mila. And very much it's all of us when we do things, not because it feels good, not because we get such a geschmack out of it. And even if we do, we could say that our geschmack that we're getting out of it is not to the extent that it should be. It could be way more. And we still do it, and we do it religiously as much as we can. That's a very big mile to it. Finish it off on page 239, and then Mr. Hashem, I'll still remember the story. V'gam al pi naseicha apashu, and also this is very obvious. He's saying very rashab. Sharei ish hameini, the simple people. Yachal says kamad v'ayim machmas heda yidiyas v'avanas. They could do a lot of things they don't understand. They don't know. They don't realize, and they just do it. They're not mean bad, they just don't understand. They didn't know it was wrong. But a Talmud Chacham, he knows very well how to be careful in certain things. So therefore, the einesh hayodeya lagabish enodeya move on lakol shegado yes abimid. That the sin in comparison for someone that does something that they don't know it's wrong versus someone that knows it's wrong, you can't compare. The gam yesh dvarim shelagabi apashud im asakein enu mischal Hashem shemayim. There's certain things that a simple person does. It's not a going and get. You're not profaning Hashem's name. You're not making a chil Hashem. Whereas for the Talmud Chacham, you are. Like it says in Yoma, in Gemara, Kegoin ana is shaklina bisra mitabcha. Like it says over there that a person that he buys meat but doesn't pay for straight away. That by a Talmud Chacham, I don't know exactly in those days how it worked, but in those days, they don't all pay straight away. But they should. The Talmud Chacham doesn't pay straight away. It's a big thing, big issue. But a simple person that doesn't pay straight away, it's not such an avera. With this Hashem, that's what it meant. Hashem is very medak, he's very exacting with these surroundings. Meaning he realized who you are, what you're holding, what you should be doing. And for some person, a simple person, does something wrong. A little kid says something, it's forgivable. Whereas an adult, it's not forgivable. And this is sort of what we're saying. Talmid Chacham has a higher standard. Kitzer, finish it off the Kitzer. Halei me'teir be'iyun God, someone learns Torah with great intensity and delving deeply. And someone that davens with a lot of effort and a lot of connection. And grasping godliness and connecting godliness and having an emotional experience. Until the idea is internalized. And it's really truly understood. If they hold themselves for it's all them, it's all me, look how good I am, look how much I've done. It's very bad, it's worse than someone that doesn't know. And someone that has gaiva, someone that has haughtiness, feeling self-satisfaction within himself, is pregem, they blemish the first two names of Hashem's name, and Kabbalah and the foundation of Avodah is Kabbalah. And basically, this is a very important thing to make sure we understand that, it's like when it comes to Parnasa. This is something about like bitachon. On one hand, Hashem gives all the Parnasa. There's nothing that you can do to change that. Of course, I'm saying we're going to talk about later, you're davening and things like this in Rosh Hashanah, and throughout the year you have to daven to bring it down. But how much you're going to get, Hashem decides. That doesn't mean you don't do anything. You have to do everything. All the things, all the natural ways of making it clear and going to work and finding a job that's going to pay you right. You have to do all those things. But on the other side of that coin, you have to recognize that it's nothing got to do with you. Hashem is deciding. Hashem needs you to do this clear. That's how he set it up. So you have to do everything. And that's the challenge, to realize it's all coming from Hashem and I have to do everything. And not say, it's all me. Look at all this money that I brought in. It's all the money that Hashem brought in with me doing my job that Hashem asked me to do. And this is sort of the challenge. And ultimately, the point that we have to recognize that the simplicity and the earnestness that we have is a very great miracle. And a person that's ignorant, and we look at other people and we say, oh, we're much worse than them. What we're learning here, we don't know the cheshbon. We don't really know the cheshbon. We got to do what we can and understand that just because a person is really great, the foundation is Kabbalah Soul. Kabbalah Soul is a very important aspect of marriage. Kabbalah Soul is the aspect of our relationship with Hashem. That we do it. Why? Not because it feels good, because it's what Hashem wants of me. And that's what we remind ourselves. I'm doing this, but Hashem wants me to do this. And of course I can enjoy it and I should enjoy it. But the foundation of it, my marriage, the foundation is because you're the other half of my soul. We're meant to be together. Now we talk about enjoyment. Everyone should have an amazing day and with Kabbalah Soul.